Good morning guys, and welcome to this edition of Hikelopedia. It's 11:30 a.m. and I have had nothing to eat since a croissant at 5:30 this morning, so I am super hungry. So you're gonna guess what I'm gonna say next. Today is a food video. Yeah, so I'm here in my hometown of Hsinchu. It's been brought to my attention that many years ago Hsinchu had a reputation as being a food desert, a beautiful food desert, 美食沙漠 in Taiwan. I am here today to debunk that rumor. I've come to a place today that I found in the city. Well, actually my daughter told me about it, and there's a bunch of different food places in there, and so I'm going to go inside, check them out, and hope to prove that old rumor about Hsinchu being a desert is no longer true. Where am I? Here, Dongmen Market. Now it's a market. Inside there's a bunch of places selling fruit and vegetables, like a traditional market, but also in the afternoon and the evening it turns into a kind of place to come and get some food. There's a lot of different restaurants around there selling all kinds of different food. Let's go. The first place I've come to is called Xiang Lai Chu, and they do kind of like traditional vermicelli rice noodles. I couldn't decide whether to get the noodles with ribs or oysters because they both looked so good. In the end, I plumped for the ribs, and I have to say it was a great choice. The roasted ribs were cooked to perfection, tasty but with a little bit of bite, but not too tough, while the vermicelli had the classic seafood taste. Delicious. They even added some batter bits for a crunch, which was a nice touch, but a bit weird too, as it kind of reminded me of having fish and chips back home. The intestines, meanwhile, were amazing, slowly braised in soy sauce to within an inch of death. The flavour was intense and so good. Westerners may pull their face at this, but I absolutely love intestines, and it's a very common dish here in Taiwan, so if you live here for a long time, you try it at least once in your life. Tell me what you think. As a hat tip to my indecision when ordering, the Laoban also kindly threw in a few oysters, so I even got a chance to taste both dishes. I know that's not the way it's done around here, but it's finger licking good. Okay, let's go on to the next place. So the second place I've come to is another Taiwanese style restaurant. It's called Dongmen Rice Noodle Store. So it's rice noodles again, but different style. This one's kind of like a more upmarket twist on the very traditional short rice noodles that you get at local. It's really old-fashioned Taiwanese dish. I love it. I used to eat it all the time at the market when I lived in Xindian. Haven't had it for ages because not that many places sell it anymore. So this is like a modern twist on it. And also ordered a side dish of sesame tofu, uma tofu. This really hit the spot for me, as it took me right back to the market in Xindian where I had grown to love this dish. The mifan soup taste that I know and love. Ooh. The fat, wobbly, chewy noodles swimming in a meaty broth seasoned with Chinese celery, fried shallots and coriander. But this one took my favourite dish to the next level with the addition of shrimp, squid, fish balls and a humongous chunk of taro. And a piece of fish that's falling apart as I pick it up. It really was a meal in itself and very satisfying. The accompanying tofu dish, however, was nothing special, just a serving of tofu slathered with a QP sesame sauce. But then again, it did exactly what it said on the menu, tofu plus sesame. Maybe the deliciousness of the noodles had got my hopes up too high. Alright, finished number 2 dish. I've got to go and have a walk around the city, burn off some calories and come back a bit later.
A few moments later.
Alright guys, it's evening time and I'm back and I've got a couple of stragglers with me. I've had to pick the kids up from school. But now, as this morning we went for strictly Taiwanese things, this evening we're gonna go international. The first place we've come to tonight is called Chingan Jashi. It's a Tibetan and Shanghai restaurant, and our first dish has just arrived. We ordered 3 dishes at this place, which in hindsight was way too much and also quite expensive. It was a lot of food, but very, very tasty. It markets itself as a Tibetan Shanghai restaurant, but I didn't see a momo anywhere on the menu, while the dishes we chose were from Xinjiang and Shanghai. The first dish was a sizzling lamb plate that was very, very flavourful. It was spiced with cumin, I think, plus Sichuan peppers, which left the mouth numb after just a few mouthfuls. It takes me back to northern China 24 years ago. The second big plate was chicken with noodles, and also pretty good but quite spicy, although I think that it somehow reacted with the first dish to make it spicier, because when I ate the leftovers the next day for lunch it wasn't spicy at all. We finished off with some traditional Xinjiang style lamb skewers, which were also very authentic. Let's try a skewer. I know you're not supposed to eat it off the skewer and you're supposed to take the meat off, but I'm doing it for effect. That's good. Oh, that was nice, but I'm so hot now. I think it's time to go and find something icy. Oh my god. Cheers. Now, I'm not really one for shaved ice desserts, but this one was up there with the best I've had during my long time in Taiwan. Lots and lots of fresh strawberries, strawberry puree, fresh cream, ice cream, and a side serving of condensed milk for those who don't value their teeth. It was absolutely delicious and surprisingly not that sweet. The perfect riposte to the spicy food that we had finished a few moments earlier, and a great size for 3 or 4 people to share. Oh, that's so good. So full, but I think I've still got enough room for one more international treat. Let's go. The final stop on our mini food marathon was Buddy Burger Lab for some handmade American style burgers. Now, I like to make my own burgers at home and I like to think they're pretty good, but this was so much better. I ordered the biggest one on the menu, the double, while Everest tried the barbecue. 2 huge juicy patties with cheese, bacon, lettuce and tomato, topped off with their signature sauce, freshly cooked on the grill and so tasty. It was a real handful, literally, but it didn't last long. So juicy. They do provide gloves if you desire, but I preferred to get down and dirty instead. Delicious, but really messy. I will definitely be back for another Buddy Burger. Finished. How was it, kids?
Slayed.
Superb. Oh, that was great, but I think I've still got room for one more dessert. This place does donuts, but they're donuts with a twist. They're made from xiaomi or millet, which is a little bit different. It's a kind of grain that people in mountainous areas, the indigenous people in Taiwan, grow because it's a dry field crop. You don't need too much water. And this lady uses it to make donuts. Let's try by it. The texture is a little bit different to a normal donut. It's quite chewy, but it's very yummy. Those donuts are really nice, you should check them out. Alright, the final place, we're gonna get a little drink to wash down all that lovely food. But this drinks place is actually outside of the market, just down the road. So let's go.
Yeah.
Alright, so this one is called the Guzaowei Zonghe Ing. So the all-encompassing drink. It's got a bit of everything in there. Pearls, balls, noodles, all kinds of stuff, just like you saw in that little picture. Let's give it a try. You can't choose the sweetness, so... Oh. It's like a meal. There's a lot of stuff inside there. And but actually, as far as sweetness goes, it's actually not bad. But anyway, that's the end of my little food adventure in Hsinchu's Dongmen Market. I think that you'll agree with me if you ever come here that I have found an oasis in the food desert. Really impressed with this place, and definitely gonna come back again for some more food and try some different places that I didn't get around to today, because there are a lot of places in there. Daytime, nighttime, different places open. So come down if you're ever in the area and check out some of these restaurants. They're pretty good. Alright guys, that's it for today. I'm gonna head home now and have a lie down because I'm so stuffed. So if you enjoyed the video, don't forget, give me a like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. If you want to support the channel, then you can click thanks down below, buy me a coffee over there, or now we've got memberships on the channel. To find out more information, click the join tab under the screen. Alright guys, that's it. Take it easy and I'll see you next week. Over and out, and cheers.